Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our esteemed guests. The more things change and go to an extreme, I have come to believe that more they remain the same and come back to their reasonable normal. In fabulous February 2005, I got married, and this wedding band cost me approximately $200. Fast forward 6 years, it would have cost me a 5 times multiple of $1,000. Fast forward another 6 years, today, February 2017, it would cost me a more modest 2.5 times multiple, around $600. Now, as the price of gold kept going up until now, we hear articles, economists, even some central banks projecting gold to go further, 5,000, 10,000, and some prices are so astronomical, I won't mention them. However, I would just hope that when the next couple tries to plan their wedding, they will be able to afford their wedding bands at a reasonable price. We all know in our recent history that the price of oil was reasonably under $40 for decades, up until 2005, when we all experienced the sticker price shock at the pump. As price of oil kept going higher to up to $140 in 2008 and then again in 2011 and 12, economists and the oil pundits extrapolated that it's going to go beyond $200 a barrel. There were books that said the world is running out of oil. And these were types of headlines we would see. It's peak oil, it's half gone. There was paranoia and it was a mini frenzy. Soon the reality set in, and in 2016, the price of oil went under $30 a barrel. And I went looking for these books. Well, I found the same books, but there were none published about peak oil and the world is running out of oil. Interestingly, I found an article on Yahoo Finance which said, oil is now so cheap that even the pirates don't want to steal it. I don't understand how we can go from world is running out of oil to, hey, I don't want free oil anymore. Well, I went back 300 years ago in 1720. This South Sea Company stock went up almost 1,000% in appreciation in a few months. And in subsequent months in the same year, it lost all its gains and went under. The father of modern physics, Sir Isaac Newton, it is known to have lost part of his fortune trading this company. When a reporter asked him what he thought that the stock of the South Sea Company would do, he said succinctly, which encapsulates the extremes that happen in life. Quote, I can calculate the movement of stars, but I cannot calculate the madness of people. Talking about people, I grew up in elementary school and this stuck to me, where they taught us that man is a rational animal. However, that might be partly true, but I do believe that man is more of an emotional animal too. We act differently when we are insecure. Our fear comes out, and when we think there is no bright future, we tend to be greedy and hoard to things. Conversely, when we are loved and there is a sense of security and we think there's a bright future ahead, we act differently, more generous and more giving. I kept researching on why people act the way they act, and I came across this book on risk intelligence by Evan Dellens, who explains the concept of durability bias. It's a misconception, he says, that when we experience a happy event, We expect to be happy for a long time, when in fact our happiness is far short-lived, and we come back to a reasonable normal very quick. I have proof for that because after I got married, my wife stopped talking to me in the first week for no apparent reason. My happiness index went high to a low. It did not even stop at the reasonable normal. But we have hope. Opposite is also true, because when we experience a sad event, it seems like things would never change again and we'll be sad for a long time, when in fact our sadness is also short-lived. And even if we don't have a change in circumstance of the sad event, we quickly adapt ourselves and come back to our reasonable normal. Now, I don't mean to convey that I know better than the oil and the gold pundits on Wall Street. I'm certainly not better and smarter than Sir Isaac Newton. But I do believe that we need to remember that next time there is some sort of a frenzy, or if life somehow seems unendingly unbearable, the turnaround will quickly come and it will change to a reasonable normal again. Thank you. I'm Toastmasters.